again, back at the SharePoint conference in Las Vegas. And today, right now, I'm talking to Jesse Roche of Fpweb.net, and he's going to tell us about their hosted SharePoint solution. Jesse?
My name is Jesse Roche. I'm our VP of Sales at Fpweb.net. What we do is we're a dedicated SharePoint hosting provider. What that means is we offer private cloud environments, and really what that means is we differentiate ourselves from a lot of the competition out there by allowing full control of the environment. So our customers are actually able to go in, log directly into the environments, get into central administration, SQL, Active Directory. So very customized farms.
So why do people come to you?
Really, it's that customization. So customization is part of it. The other piece is the support that we offer, right? So support is huge when you're doing a SharePoint site and your site goes down, right? You want to be able to get a hold of somebody. Our average ticket response time is 6 minutes. So from the time you enter that ticket to the time someone responds back to you is 6 minutes. And we also have people that you can get on the phone, right? So we have a receptionist. If you call our 800 number, there's a live person that's going to answer and can get you directly to a support member. So
that's amazing, a real person.
Absolutely, a real person.
So how long have you been in this business?
Well, I've been in this business for about 3 or 4 years and been in IT for about 15. So just working from sales to IT, sales engineer. And then Fpweb as a whole, we've been doing this since '96. So really before SharePoint, and then started with '99 in Front Pages web hosting, which was where the FP came from. So Front Pages was the previous iteration of SharePoint, if you will, or what developed into SharePoint. So that's where the name came from. So we've done every version since it started.
So you've got that long history and know the product.
Absolutely. So we've done, well over 2,000 SharePoint farms. So we've basically seen every way they can break. What's good and what's bad, right? So we're able to kind of go in there and fix those issues that pop up.
So what version of SharePoint are most of your customers on?
I would say most of them today are probably still on 2010. One of the big pushes that we've seen over the last year is certainly transitioning to 2013. And that's where some of our expertise comes in as well, right? We do a lot of migrations of not only customers that are coming to us from on-premise environments or from competitors, but also our current customers today, whether they're moving from 2007 to 2010 to 2013. We've even still seen some 2003 customers out there, amazingly enough. So, and that is certainly difficult to move basically 4 versions. So.
Oh my gosh. So what are some of the biggest concerns people have with upgrading to a new version?
Really one of it is going to be, your adoption, right? So you've taken all this time to get your users to really understand and use what you've done, and then when you upgrade to a new version, that look and feel is gone, right? So transitioning to a new look and feel, you've got to make sure it doesn't make your users go away. You need them to use this product, to adopt to it. You're already going to be hurting them a little bit because you're trying to govern this and make sure that they use it the right way. So you also want to make it a good user experience. So that's one of the concerns that they have. Another one is just making sure that everything works, right? So the big piece of migrating is it's not an easy process. You've got custom solutions, you've got web parts, you've got custom code, and you've got to make sure that all that transitions properly. So that's a big concern for our customers, and one of the reasons they come to us, because we're very familiar with working with that.
So how do you address those concerns?
A lot of times we'll set up a demo for them and kind of go through and walk through what their process is. We have a defined migration process that starts with a migration questionnaire, and then we kind of sit down with the customer to really understand what they currently have today. And then we scope it out a couple different ways. So whether you just want to move data and users, or if you want to move everything with the farm, there is that defined process that kind of makes them feel comfortable that we've done this many, many times, right? So we haven't just done it once, we've done it hundreds of times, and we're just comfortable doing that and able to deal with the troubleshooting that comes along with it. The part of each migration that you're going to have is troubleshooting. They're never going to go 100% correct, right? So that's a big piece that we have the expertise in, since we've done so many migrations.
So you kind of take the pain out of the migrations
Absolutely.
And the day-to-day hosting
Absolutely.
of SharePoint. What do your customers say when they have come to you and they're worried and you help them through the migration?
A lot of it is just relief, right? One of the examples I've given before is we had a customer that had been working with some consultants for 10 to 12 months, and they were trying to migrate from 2007 to 2010 at the time. And we eventually came in and said, let us do this, let us take this on, and we did it in a weekend. So it really helped us then prove what we can do. So bringing them on as a customer, making sure they transition to the right product and that they have everything they needed, it helps really grow that relationship and helps them trust us in the long term.
And how do you help people help themselves on a day-to-day basis?
On a daily basis, we've got our support team that works with our customers, but more importantly, we actually have dedicated relationship managers, our customer advocate team, that works with the customers directly. So everybody kind of has that question that they're not sure where to turn to, right? So maybe it's not a support question, maybe it's not a billing question, but you're just not sure where to go. And that's really what these ladies and gentlemen are there to do. They're working with you. You develop the relationship with them, whether it's, hey, I just need a backup and I'm not sure where to go, or I need to upgrade my farm, right? We're having some performance issues because we've added twice as many users as we expected. We try to proactively work with them and monitor their environments so we can reach out to them and work with them before it happens, but in case it doesn't, they have a live person to talk to again. So it's really about transitioning from a new sale to our build team, to our relationship managers, to our support team, and making sure that they're never without someone to speak to.
Sounds like a very tailored experience for each customer.
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons they come to us. We've got 1,500 plus customers, and I would tell you probably not a single one of them uses SharePoint in the same way. So it's one of those that we kind of have to be very agile and adapt to their needs.
Yeah, well, you've been in the business a long time, so it shouldn't be that hard for you, right?
Yeah. I would love to say it's easy, and I would love to have easy customers, but no, it can certainly be difficult at times, but that's why we exist.
So just to switch gears a little bit, we're here at the SharePoint conference. What are you finding interesting here at the conference?
I would say it's been the transition of conversations. So I've been to, I guess, 3 or 4 of these now for the past 3 or 4 years, and the conversations I had 3 and 4 years ago were, oh, cloud, and I'm not ready for that. And now it's really more the difference of private versus public cloud, and really what that means. So there's still some work to be done in understanding, what is the difference between an Office 365 and a private cloud provider that can really offer the full customization of an environment.
And how do you answer that question?
Really with that, right? So we are a private cloud provider, so we're able to allow our customers to remote desktop into the environments and really deploy anything that they need to. So there's no limitations that you would experience with a public cloud. It's almost a apartment versus house analogy, right? So in an apartment you can hang up some pictures, but you're not going to take down any walls. Whereas a house, it's really your environment to do with what you want. So.
And you get that private cloud experience of support and
exactly.
All of the kinds of things
you're
just
really,
talking about.
yeah, you're getting the on-premise environment, but then you're getting our level of support that we can provide you. So we're doing the backups, we're doing the patching, we're making sure the uptime is there, obviously. So, but it's kind of the best of both worlds, really. So no limitations, but we take the hassle of the pieces that you don't want.
Very interesting. Well, thank you very much
Absolutely.
for your time. And
thank you.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely. Thanks.